I'm gonna fix. You know what? I'm fixing this today. I can't have this. I might end the stream today. I have to find out what's going on in the background here. I gotta fix before the rate decision. I can't have the rate decision go down. So I'm probably gonna end the stream today. You'll see the stream come back up again maybe later on this afternoon as a test. I gotta find out what the fuck is going on in the background here. I really do. I gotta end it. I can't have it happen the rest of this week. I honestly can't have it happen. And hold on here. I got to do one quick thing. I can't have it. It's unacceptable. And I got to do it during the day and find out what is going on in the background. I got to run a system check and see who's trying to pound me in the background. I'm having some issues even right now. And I can't have these issues anymore. I'm unwilling to continue on like this. I really am. I can't do it anymore. And nothing's changed on my end in terms of like negativity. Nothing has changed on my end. So I know it's something going on. It's either my fiber provider or it's this is fucking ridiculous. This is straight ridiculous. It's unacceptable. I'm done. Like I'm gonna do something really quick for you guys right now. And because I got to bring this up because I just went over something briefly in the stream earlier, and I just had someone ask me a question, and it scares me that I'm even being asked this question. It scares the bejesus out of me. So I just got to ask a question in the yeah, that's why the stream is up. I'm going to answer this for you, SB. And SB asked me a question inside the Discord. He said, what? He said, what's the reasoning for making this spread right now? Why are you making this spread? And I discussed this earlier, and I need to discuss it again with all of you and be very clear on this. I need to be absolutely 1,000,000% clear on why, and why there are rich people and there are poor people. This country is a capitalist system. This country is based upon you being born, going to school, and depending upon the degree of education you get, to take a job, working for the rest of your life. And along the way, if you get enough schooling, let's say you pick up a trade, or you go to trade school, or you just learn a trade, you're taught a trade, you go and you work, you go to college, you learn a discipline, you go to further education, you get a master's, right? You become a doctor, you become a professor, and you contribute to society. Our government and our tax policy and our pay is geared towards you getting married and having offspring and children. Does not matter if you're straight, does not matter if you're gay. If you're a man and you have another man in your life and you have children, our tax policy and benefits of the system benefit you for having children. It's investing in the future of the nation. If we fall short, we turn to immigration. We turn to programs to teach you more skills, stuff like that. That's the gist. They recycle that money and wealth from you when you get older to new generations. If you want to change your life, right, you have to and want to do those things. If you want to get a job, right, you have to go to school, or you have to become an apprentice. You make enough money, and what's the first thing you should be doing, or the government wants you to do? They want you to save your money in a savings account, in a low-risk environment for your money to grow. They want to give you tax breaks so that you can save your money in a low-risk environment to grow if you have children, right? The same thing applies in the stock market. If you enter the stock market, there are low-risk strategies. That would mean that you buy the S&P 500. You own it. You get the dividends. You get to sell options against it. You get to watch your money grow in a low-risk environment over time or given enough time, especially when times are rough. When the stock market crash happens, when a bear market happens, you're a buyer. This is all stuff taught by what? Like Munger taught this to you, right? Berkshire Hathaway, right? The Hamburglar taught you this, right? It's very simple, right? All of that applies in the stock market. So if you were going to invest in the next thing, what would that be? Buy a house, right? You go to school, you go to trade school, you have an apprenticeship if you're not going to school, right? Your next step would be get married, you have some kids. Next step would be buy a house. Our system is built around that. You have kids, you buy a house, you have a savings account. Forget the 401k for now. But you have like safe ways for you to grow your wealth over time. Our system is built upon this. Our system is also built to wash you out as you get older and sick, or make mistakes, or make poor decisions. Stock market is modeled on this as well. So, when I'm being asked a question like, hey, why would you be buying a call spread where one side of it doesn't pay you? It is relevant. Why are you not just taking zero dates? Why are you not just taking weekly calls? Why are you not just taking monthly calls? Because you structure your investments in different places with different levels of risk. Now I have a 401k. Now I bought a house at the bottom of a market. I want to add a second house, and it's not a bottom of a market. But I made some money in the bottom of a market. I can probably buy a house, maybe not the bottom of the market, right? A little bit more risky, though, right? Might go against me. But you're still layering risk into appreciating assets, even if they go against you. There's optimal and suboptimal times to do this. Oftentimes in the past, I would be asked a question. I used to talk to people about growing accounts. And I would say to people, you probably have 4 opportunities a year in a bear market to buy a bottom in a call spread. You'll beat the S&P 500. You got a little bit of risk, but you're not buying the S&P 500. You're not quite buying zero dates with huge risk or weekly calls. And to that effect, you could probably spread the risk around. Buy the S&P 500, buy some call spreads, buy some weekly calls, and maybe some zero dates. Spread that risk around, right? In case something goes against you. If it works every time, what if it goes against you? What happens? Well, if it's going to go against you, let's say it's on your side 9 out of 10 times, or 6 out of 10 times, or 4 out of 10 times, you could probably limit some of that risk too. The biggest limit would be buy S&P 500, right? That ain't going bankrupt. If I did zero dates and my whole account's in that, I could probably blow up my account at some point, right? So if I'm going to measure my risk to upside or downside, I probably want to start with the least risk and then add more risk as it proves itself. point in fact in case. Right over here. I remember very clearly in this show and in the public, bears or bulls and bears were like, bam, triple bottom, we're going higher. I also remember the next leg down, and the thesis would be that would be it. So if you had a weekly spread, maybe it'll come back, or a weekly call might come back. A month call might come back over here. But what it doesn't account for is what actually happened. This move right here. So when you're trying to get long on any time frame, weekly, daily, 4 hour, whatever, things can go the wrong way. You cannot predict the market, but you can manage your exposure and risk to the market. So yeah, we're going up, 0 dates. If this was a 1 minute chart, even though it's a daily or it's a 1 hour, 0 dates. If it rolls back down on you, 0 dates, weeklies, monthlies, rolls down on you. Real blast down here. So if you're starting to get long on a perceived bottom on any time frame, the best bet for you is always to manage your risk and still profit, even if 0 dates pay the most. You can sprinkle some 0 dates on there. You can manage a spread. You can sell puts against the underlying on SPY. If you were here and you bought a call spread, or here and bought a call spread and you put enough time on it, you'd get paid, wouldn't you? Ching. If you didn't put enough time on it, you wouldn't get paid, right? So if I think today that we're going up into Wednesday and I open a call spread for that Wednesday payoff, a weekly call spread, rather than make it Wednesday, I made it for what day? Friday. Gives me a couple extra days just to get there, doesn't it? Couple extra days on a weekly spread, not a monthly, not a 3 month, none of that stuff. Why didn't I just buy December calls today if I don't care, right? So when you get asked something like, why not just do this? It's because of when it goes against you. If it goes against me today into tomorrow and Wednesday for a brief moment, but comes back on exuberance and rips, I did not lose my 0 date or my weekly, did I? And within this, if it does go higher, I can then jump on 0 dates along the way or weeklies and amplify that move higher. Now, if I get run over, that call spread is going to save my ass. All the dallivanting I did and gallivanting on 0 dates and weeklies, this will actually save me from not getting washed out of the market on a call spread at what I perceive to be a bottom on any time frame. I'm going to warn you of something. One of the biggest poison pills you can do on perceived bottoms on any time frame is think that you will always be right. And if you structure yourself appropriately with, like saves, like safe trades, even if it goes against you, in the meantime, between here and there, you are going to be more well off and more wealthy than anyone else out there. Does that make sense? I really need you guys to understand this. This is what washes people out of the stonk market. It's true. It really is. And I know that bears weren't short here. And I know they were angry down here. And I know some tried to get short down here. So Don't have 2020 hindsight vision as a bear, and don't have 2020 hindsight vision as a bull when you're buying a perceived bottom. And I really got to stress that. And I want to explain that more in a better light. I just placed the trade in the Discord. And the question becomes, why don't you just buy 0 dates or weeklies or whatever? My thesis, I'm buying a dip down here, right, is we're going to go up on Wednesday on 50 BPS rate cut, or Tuesday, or they'll price it in before we get there, right? Wednesday, 2 p.m. And I go, hey, you know what? All this data is coming out right now. All these people are probably getting bulled up. They're going to try to front run this shit. Whether we go up here, down here, doesn't matter. Can even go all the way down here. If I'm going to call spread, and bam. I only hit it on Wednesday. Woohoo! I won. I actually don't care if they ramp it now. I don't care if they ramp it tomorrow. I don't care if they ramp it on Wednesday. And I don't even care if the original reaction, I'm in the wrong dates here. But you get the gist, right? Let's say this is Wednesday. Let's say this is Friday. I don't even care if they get it today. I don't care if they get it on Wednesday. I don't care if the initial reaction is horrible and on Friday they rip it up. All I got to do is get up here between now and then. Now, if I want to trade intraday, if I want to do intraday, 0 dates, that's fine. But not without the rest of the trade. You are never going to see me ever on this show, in that Discord, or anywhere trading just 0 dates. And I don't trust anybody out there that does, that they are making bank. You have to have a robust way to make money where you spread yourself in other places. If you're like, I only do the whale, I only do this, I only do that. If you're well-disciplined, maybe you only buy the S&P 500, congratulations. If you're already wealthy and you do it, congratulations. If you've got $10 million and you can live off it, congratulations. But most of you are not. So, you know, if I'm taking some risk down here and saying, you know what, I'm going to buy a dip and we're breaking out right now, like this shows you right here. That's showing you we're breaking out. And start a position for Wednesday on my thesis that I gave you on Friday, that even though we're in this trade, right, this OPEX trade, that you should get a green bar up on the rate decision. And I can pick my poison, right? You can pick yours lower. We might get down here before Wednesday, but I don't really care. I can add more down here, can't I? I can actually get more aggressive into Wednesday, where I got a call spread on right here. I can maybe get a weekly calls down here. Maybe get some 0 dates on Wednesday and a low. If we get a low, some volatility on Wednesday. Woohoo! Ride all that up. And then we get back on Friday, and maybe you're just trading 0 dates, and you go, oh, Cap, I got all fucked up. I was trading 0 dates. And I go, well, did you buy a call spread with me? And you say, no. And I go, well, I don't know what to say to you then. If you're expecting me to have the same trade travel log or trade a log, or maybe you're just taking the most risky of trades, I can't compare your trading with my trading. I can only say to you that these are all my trades in total over this course of time. I know that this trade is way less riskier that I took than any trade revolving around zero dates or even weekly calls. I already know that your weekly call right here is dangerous. I already know that it's easy for us, easy, to go up here and rip down. I already know that it's easy for us to trade that and go down. Easy. You can even come back up and just rip all to pieces. The other fascinating aspect to this is that in a call spread, I can manage both sides. I can take all the party time, right? Woohoo! Hit my target. Woohoo! Minimal risk. And guess what else I can do? I can close the bull side of that trade and leave a lotto on for Friday in case we get that blood on Wednesday. So, if they front run 570 to 575 today and tomorrow, I get a print. I take my money and I run. I leave the short side on. The short call side, right? And if they blood us down in 25 BPS, blood us down on Vixpiration, I make even more money, don't I? I get to capture both sides. And meanwhile, I'm buying zero dates. Zero dates here, zero dates there. Buy some zero date puts on high. Buy some zero date calls on a low for cheap. 20 cents, 10 cents, 30 cents. Does that make sense? I looked at the 560. I looked at the 560 call spreads. That has to do with percentage chance of winning. I looked at 560, 575, and it was double the money. It was $500, I think. 560 or 570 for me to buy them. I want to capture that whole entire thing. I'm in sold calls right now. That's a long put, right? I'm in sold calls right now. That is a put, right? A long put is equal to or equalish to a sold call, isn't it? No? If you can't, right? If you can't sell a call, then you buy just the spread as one trade. Good question. If you take the trade together into where you can't manage either side because you don't have margin, then you do have to take the trade together and close together. It's a great question. I really want you guys to understand out there. I really for you guys to like for you guys to really escape your job. John L. Soon. I just got the okay from the attorneys. John L. Soon has said that he would like to do, I don't know if he's still interested, but he said he would like to do like square one with you guys. Like, how many of you have some form of a savings account that you don't touch, like a brokerage that pays you, a savings account, anything that you treat as the treatment of a savings account? So, like, all of you have that? Do all of you own appreciating assets? Even if you're just renting a house, renting an apartment, renting a room, do you have any appreciating assets? Anything? A silver dollar? Anything at all that you know over time goes up? Right on, right on. That's like square one. Forget trading the stock market. Anything that appreciates. One share of SPY, $500. Like literally one share. If you don't, please attempt to begin to allocate some of your funds to that. If you're poor, I have been poor. I have been poor. I have struggled in life. I have 2 children. Do you know how expensive it is to raise kids? Well, you do. You probably, but young people say they can't afford it, right? It's like I call them my Ferraris. Like, it is not cheap. It's tens of thousands of dollars on the regular. 10 grand for this, $1,000 for that, $1,000 for this, $500 for that. Like kids, I go ski with my kids. You know what that costs? Like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. I just went away with my kids this weekend. What do you think that cost me? It was stupid. It was ridiculous what it cost. And I'm not doing what I want to do. Life is expensive, but this is a big lesson for people. I've been poor. When you are poor, think about this. Think about when you're poor, right? And your living situations have changed over the years. I have this conversation with my wife sometimes, even today. It didn't matter if I was poor or had money. Nothing really changed along the way. I could make $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, $40 an hour, 60, 70, and even higher. No matter what, I seem to find a way to piss that fucking money away. It is no joke. This is a serious thing. And it angers me in my own life. It never mattered what I made for money, and it doesn't even today. I find a way to fucking spend it. And it's like insidious. And I've had many times in my life when I made no money. And I was just scraping by. College tuition, child care, insurance high on a car being young, got dinged for a ticket didn't know about, car blow up, car accident, you name it. And what lose a job. I've been fired. My job in my life, right? My profession is like, my real life profession was like a CEO. You better get used to being fired. That's part of your job. I literally got hired to for a determined amount of time to make a change for a company. And then they would get rid of me and hire somebody that was cheaper. And when things were stabilized, they could replace me with. So my job revolved around employment and unemployment. Literally did. But there were times when I had feast or famine surrounding that as well, right? The human mind is different. I'm like, oh, rolling in the dough today, right? But what's fascinating is all along that way, no matter what I got paid, I could have saved money. Now, people tell you that's not true. They'll be like, you're a boomer talking. Think about that. You're making $10, you barely scrape by. You made $20, you barely scrape by. $30, barely scraping by. And you're like, how in the fuck do I not, how is it that I can't save any money? And I remember that's why I moved to Detroit. Like, I moved to Detroit because I was like, how in the fuck do I don't have any money? How in the fuck is all my money going to all this goddamn debt? Everywhere. No matter what I make every fucking week, I'm fucking poor again. I'm sorry, I'm swearing again, but no, I was like, I can't get out. Can't get up. I'm shaking my desk. There is a level of discipline for you and nobody else. Not your mom, your dad, your friends, the Joneses next door, your kids, friends, parents. There's a moment where you, no matter what your husband says or your wife says or your kids say or the dog says or your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, that if you make more money or if you don't, if you're just making $20 a week, an hour every day, then you just say, screw this, I'm saving this money. Now I make 18 an hour. Now I make 8 an hour. Now I make 25 an hour or 28 an hour. It is important that you save money. I'm telling you, please believe me. And no matter what, you will always find a way to make it. You will always find a way to make it on less money. When you think you can't, I'm sure you can. You will find a way. You will get on a bus to get to work. You'll go one extra week with bald tires. You'll go one extra week without, I don't know what it is, a teeth cleaning. You will step down from drinking Pepsi and drink knockoff Pepsi or cheaper diaper. You don't want to, but you have to. It is critical. It is critical to save money. That's like before you trade the stock market, before you do any of that stuff, you save money in an asset that appreciates over time. And do that repetitively and repetitively and repetitively. Stop showing off to your friends. Stop wearing your money on your sleeve. It changes your life. It literally changes everything in your life when enough time goes by. When you have the next whammy, you do not touch it. You just leave it. Your husband goes, I know you've been saving. I don't know what you're talking about. We need it right now. Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. Or, even better, I got you. I have been saving. And it's another account that they don't know about. That's how you stay married, too. I don't know if you know that, but your husband said, or your wife, or whomever, your husband says to you, honey, I know you've been saving all this money all these years. Where is it? And you go, why, honey? We really need it right now. Well, it's right here, babe. And he goes, whew, you saved my ass. But he doesn't know about the other money you got over there. You don't steal it from him or keep it from him. You're keeping it for you and him and the kids down the road years later. For when you really want something nice, when you really want to get involved in the stock market, when you want to be trading and investing and expand, all of a sudden you killed the whammies for your husband and you go, hey, honey, we just turned 30 or 35 or 40. And your husband's like, we could buy a house. We got no cash. My boomer parents hate me. We're so fucked. I wish we had $100,000 to buy a house. And you're the wife going, I have it right here, babe. You ready to rock? And I'll tell you what, all that hard work and not enjoying Pepsi and not enjoying all those meals, it literally washes over you as a person. And you realize that all that hard work and suffering and all that stress that you went through is like paying off for something bigger and greater in the future. And that same concept applies to owning SPY, mixing your trading and spreading your risk to other products. Call spreads feel good. They feel good. That's how you got a divorce, Jill? Or did you get rich, Jill? I know you got rich. I remember. I know you, Jill. And that is how you get a divorce, isn't it? That's the other side, Jill. That you do the right things, right? You save the money the appropriate way. You outgrow your partner, don't you? That's the flip side of that, right, Jill? You save the money. You make the right decisions. You hammer away every day. Bam, 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 bam. And you might spend 10 years, right? 10 years living in poverty doing that. Bam, 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 bam. And one day you turn around and you go, man, I invested in us and myself, right? I'm ready to make that next jump, and you might not be. And now you might not be for me anymore, right? That is true too, Jill. That does happen. Or maybe they're okay with it and you guys continue on, right? That's right, Jill. That's right, Jill. That is a negative side effect. But what's the good side effect of that, Jill? When you were ready to leave, were you able to leave? Jill's like, I got the fuck on out of there. I ran. Actually, no, Jill. And I know your story, too. I didn't tell him the other side, Jill, because you'll be safe if you do this in either situation, right? No. It doesn't fall apart. Jill knows exactly what happens. You bounce. And you go, I'm out of here. I made all that money. Later. That's what happens. You're not fucked. There's no way possible that you're gonna be the saver and you get fucked. You just don't. You're just like, I'm out of here. I'm doing great. I saved money while you were burning it all. So the point here is this, is that the same thing applies to when you're at a bottom. If you're at a bottom or a perceived bottom, or you think we're going higher, spread that risk. You can get 0 dates. You can get weeklies. Buy some SPY. Buy some spreads. Spread that risk out. If the trade goes against you, the more responsible side of that trade will likely help you out. It'll likely cover a poor decision or an unforeseen future outcome. I read that, Scrubster. Oh yeah, like child support. That's okay though. Even with the child support, right? Think about it from this perspective. If I have a lot of friends, right, that are on child support right now. My friends that are savers, my friends that are able to save money over the years, my friends, like, this is the difference between you going to jail for child support or you being able to pay your child support, right? Right or wrong, right? She's coming at me for more now. Of course she is. You make the money. You're the saver. You do the right thing. Everybody comes for you for money. Don't you know that? They come for your money because you're doing the right thing, right? You are being the responsible person, the responsible trader. Don't you know that when you have money, people want to be around you? You know that too, right? That doesn't matter. That comes to me all the time. People are around me for money. They know that you're the responsible person. They know you're the person that does the right thing. They know that you're there no matter what. That's how you become reliable too. You know that too, right? People rely upon you like, yeah, that guy might go crazy, but that guy over there, I know he makes the right decisions. That guy's always there, Johnny on the spot, no matter what, right? Best way to hedge debit call spread, maybe a putback spread would be nice. Although, there's no need to, or for me at least, I don't see the hedge there needed. And I don't see it being needed to be hedged right now anyways, because you would need to break a thesis at that point. The thesis would be that we're not going to trade above the entry, right? So here, I'll show it to you. If you place a credit or a debit call spread right here, right, you would need a price to break below here, make a new low, right? Between now and Friday. Something like that, right? And more importantly, or at least for me, for my thesis, the spread is the hedge. But for me, at least, let's look at that really quick. Let's get rid of all this. How do you hedge a call spread? So a call spread is a hedge. It's a hedged long position in thesis. But let's take a look at it really quick. So my thesis here is what? My thesis is they're going to price in a rate cut. Rate cut mania. Got some upside targets, right? Got some gamma telling me we're probably going up there. But what do I need to know? What do I need to know here? We had the push up. Bam, right? Right? Came back down and back tested this zone right here, right? So I'm already in a hedged position. My best trade for that call spread is lower down here, which we already hit it, right? And as long as we hold above, right here, I have no problems, do I? Makes sense? As long as we hold right here. I just entered right about here. I think I entered this somewhere right there. So I would need to see what? What would I need to see here? This is a hedged position already. If my thesis was wrong, what would I be looking for? I'd be looking for a rejection, a break below, and a new low, wouldn't I? That's what I'd be looking for, right? We break down below here, and I'd be given the opportunity to get out before we ever get there, wouldn't I? Right? Whatever this pull-up is here, I bet even if I got the low, I'd be given one more chance to get down. I don't have a lot of time in this call spread, but, between now and Friday, probably a chance to even get out even where I executed it. Or roughly in that same vicinity where I'm not going to lose all my money every last minute or penny. Makes sense? So the thesis is higher right now, isn't it? Let me give it to you in a better way. Let me show you, if you're a bear out there, let me show you this as a bear. Does this look bearish or bullish to you? So what do? You get the new low right here. And then there's the drop, right? You see it? So what am I looking for here? Just a new high, aren't I? Looking for that new high, aren't I? Or the new low. I want to see that, don't I? What don't I want to see? I don't want to see this, do I? The new low over here. Right? So right now I'm looking for, I said that to you this morning and on Friday, right? Said to you that I was looking for what? I was looking for the new high based on just Friday. I don't even need the prior high. I don't even need the all-time high. All I need is the high from Friday. That's it. That's all I need. So just right here for where we are, this is the push-up for Friday. All I need is that right there. That's it. That's all I need. The implication is we're going higher. If I get that high. If I can get higher than 563.03, if I can get higher than 563, do I need to hedge this downside move? No. We go all the way down here. It's still going that way. That's the pain trade, right? For your calls, 0-day calls, and your weekly calls. But not mine. I got my new high back here. That tick implies that we're going that way regardless. Now, let's say we don't get that. Let's say we go up there, we don't get it, we start making our way down. I can get out over here, can't I? Re-enter the call spread. Again, can't I? If they fail to get the new low down there, I could enter it again, couldn't I? Does that make sense? So I even have an out right here. Forget the bloodbath down, and then I give you the opportunity over here. The first out I have is right here. So I'm long right here. Let me say it again to you. I'm long right here. I'm only looking for the new high from Friday. I want to see that new high. I don't care how low we go because I know it implies we're going higher. If the high fails, they roll us down. I'm still afforded the opportunity to get out, aren't I? And reposition again to make that trade before even going down and rejecting and bloodbathing. So all kinds of management I can do here, isn't there? Without losing a dollar. Does that make sense? So look at it from this perspective. Let's say you bought the dip, call spread. You failed to get the high. Comes back down. Right here. Right here, right here, right here. Chances to get out. Does not get a new low. Comes back up again. Shows you the new high. Get long again. Did not get the new low down there from the prior low over there. Instigate it again. Fail again. Right? Get out. No new low. Get back in again. Until you break out and above. Have we lost the 5-minute trigger yet? No. Have we lost the half an hour yet? No. Wick doing damage. I need 563.04. Yeah, I was the same way, Condor. I was the same way. I was task force. I was on task force for my career. My career was spent basically coming into companies and righting the ship, so to say. You'd have like very wealthy people with plans on making money, and they would fuck it up. And so they would want you to come in and make sure they make money, put them on track to make money. Bring you on, they pay you good money. A lot of C-suite people are like, a lot of C-suite people are people surrounding it. Then like directors outside of C-suite, like department directors would fuck up, or they would. I don't even want to say what some of these guys would do, or they would just lead the operations or sales in the wrong direction. You have to go in and clean it up. If sales was doing a great job and operations sucked, operations normally would feel like they were worth more, when in reality they are not. So you have to clean up that aspect of these companies, and you're usually the bad guy, and you usually are really good at what you do, and you're a premium. You're paid a premium, and then of course they don't want to pay you. They say they'll pay you for the next 10 years, but they don't. They end up getting rid of you. They have you basically replace the person, train the people, and then they get rid of you. It's very common. It's CEOs for a lot of companies are roving gypsies. I kid you not. They'll like upplant their family 4 or 5 times in a career, live all over the world, all over the country. They're like nomads, literal nomads with no real true deep ties to communities. As a matter of fact, my father and my father-in-law, my wife and I got married for similar circumstances. Both of our families came from professions like that, where you live everywhere. It's weird, right, Condor? You end up having no real ties to anyone or anything. It's a weird existence. Same with the military is very similar to that background. Now I'm in call spreads here, right? Let's say I'm watching right now and I'm like, yeah, my thesis is being broken right now. I didn't get my new high. I'm going to be given a chance to get out here, aren't I? So up here, we begin to break below. I'm going to be given chances. One chance to get out and profit. One chance to get out and profit. Small profit, but profit. Nonetheless, right? I can re-enter again down below for the breakout higher. I can stay in the trade, right? Keep that risk on. We haven't made a new low yet down below. We haven't made a new low below 559. And even making the new low, we haven't rejected it, have we? We haven't gone all the way down here and rejected it with a new low. So feeling pretty good here. I'm not in calls for the week. I'm not in 0 dates for the week. I'm just sitting here in some spreads right now. Just hanging out. Yeah, married with no kids is probably the sweet spot, right, Troy? Probably the sweetest spot. Married, no kids is probably the easiest. Homeowners find themselves oftentimes not escaping the debt trap of homes either, right? I've heard that too. Like you're not scot-free in like buying a house and making kids. There's still risk involved in that stuff. You got to buy the right house. You got to buy the right time. You got to do your due diligence. You got to hope that the flood doesn't come through and wipe you out. You got to make sure you don't get sick. There's whammies along the way still. Yeah, you're hoping for a natural disaster, right? Every time with the roof, not just the years go by. Then kids get sick, right? Kids get hurt. Kids have the congenital defects you don't know about. Some kids they make poor decisions, right? Get in a car accident, they need a feeding tube for the rest of their lives. You got to be there. I mean, there's pitfalls still within those, relatively safe investments. There's still risk. It's not no risk. There's no such thing in life anywhere of no risk, but you're trying to limit your risk for that upside advantage as you get older. And if you encounter that risk, to be able to handle it when it comes. All right, back with you guys. Give me just a little bit. Do you know what I think might be happening here? Do you know what I think might be happening here? I think I think Dropbox is updating during the day. I got to take it off my computer. I got to put it on a different computer. It's the only thing that I've changed recently. It's the only thing I can think of that's doing this. I think it's fucking Dropbox doing it. Can I delete Dropbox from this computer? Oh, yeah, God. Oh, yes. Yeah, I can. Fuck you, Dropbox. You're out of here. I think it's you. I think it's you, dirty son of a bitch. I bet it's you. I think it's you, Dropbox. It is you. It has to be you. You're out of here, bro. Bye-bye. Suck it, Dropbox. Suck it all night long. Eat a bag of dicks, bro. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. I'm dropping you right now. I'm installing your ass. I don't care if I lose the stream. Get bent. Bye-bye. I hate you, Microsoft, too, by the way. I can't stand you. I don't even want to look at your face. I'm going to strip this streaming computer down to nothing later today. There's a whole bunch of crap on here that's got to go bye-bye. It's got to be you. You got to be the... It's always some Microsoft bullshit. I just deleted it. I just deleted it a moment ago. All right, I think I did. I think I fixed it. I think I caught Dropbox trying to update in the middle of the afternoon. You total. I'm going to give you guys an updated gamma picture here before the end of the day, and I'll be back with it's you Dropbox. It's you, Dropbox. I know who it is. It's always some Microsoft product. They're like the biggest sleazeballs in the world. I think I just caught Dropbox doing it. I don't think it's Chinese. I think it's Dropbox. I got to check now and see if they're doing anything. If they're actually gone off the computer or not. They're probably going to force me to turn the computer off. It doesn't take effect, buddy, until you restart. We're still here in the background. You know what I tried to get rid of? You know what my wife did? My wife bought an HP printer and then uploaded the software to all the devices in the house. I still haven't been able to remove that one from this computer. Even after deleting it, it still runs in the background. It runs in the background. HP is another offender. She was so mad at me. I was like, I want you to return that printer and go get a brother right now. I was like, you just fell for the easiest scam, the biggest scam out there. No, I didn't. I'm like, yes, you did. You fell for the HP scam. It is built for you. It was built to scam you. You're the reason why Nigerian print scams still work. It's like one step above a Nigerian print scam. I know, sneaky. He fell for the Dropbox ruse. Which one will? IO bit? Ooh, IO bit uninstaller? All right, thank you very much. I'll look at that. I tried. Oh yeah, get that new high. Yeah. Oh yeah, get that new high. Did you take out that 0-day buyer? Oh yeah, you did. That dirty 0-day buyer's in pain, isn't he? Oh yeah, get up there. Get my spread some. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bet that 0-day's all crying. You're crying, 0-day buyer. Yeah, the only thing you can do, right? I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 printer companies left. I think Brother is one of them. We got a Brother. It costs a lot of money, and I got an older Brother. I got an unused. I got a brand new but dated Brother. It cost me a pretty penny too. It was not cheap. But for the nightmare of HP and all these new printers, oh, it's heaven. Oh, no bloatware. No forced ink buying. Oh, and I can buy the big ink things for it, like one time and done. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Epsons are good too. Epson does a good job. Epson, talk to me, Epson. Oh, my call spreads. Oh, yeah. Call spreads banging right now. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. We're happy about brother and brother and Epson. We're happy about brother Epson right now. Oh, dude, I kid you not. The one thing that like the printer is, dude, HP, like so, dude. So she bought the HP printer, like the newest, sexiest thing, like #1 printer on Amazon. Who could blame her? Good job, pointing figs. Come to the dark side. She bought the printer, right? And this thing is like bank. It ain't cheap. It's like hundreds of dollars. Oh yeah, get on up there. Price in that rate cut before we ever get there. Oh yeah, just print that 50 BPS. Print it like a bad donkey. Just print it. Before we even get there, do it. We'll make all these 0-date buyers on Fed Day. Like make it like a sell the news event. We'll join the bears into expiration in the weekend. It'll be awesome. Can't wait. Yeah, get up there. Gotta get up there. Just show them the sauce. We'll be one step ahead from the bulls will be crying on Friday. They'll be crying about why is the market not trading 570 on Friday? End of month. They'll get trashed. They'll think it's a new market. You'll have all the bulls on FinTwit screaming, we got 50 BPS, baby. Meanwhile, we'll run it up before the bulls ever get there. We'll make all the money before we ever get there. We'll be selling into these FOMO top buying bulls. They're all sitting on their hands, paranoid and scared. Meanwhile, we'll be like Sigma stock trader. Laser jets are good too if you do the I read this to you earlier in the stream. I'm going to read it to you again. I'll read it to you again. I'm doing a lot of repeating today. I'm going to read this to you again, which is okay. It's fine. I feel bad not repeating it. I feel like I owe you guys, so I'm going to read this to you again, okay? This came across the wire earlier this morning. I'm going to read this to you again. The Fed has typically delivered close to what is priced going into the meeting as we get this close to a meeting, and has, let me emphasize this, has never surprised the market on hikes since Bernanke. The Fed has surprised on the dovish side during crises. Point in case would be the GFC and COVID, but has also under-delivered cuts versus expectations on some occasions, an example being 2009. We have priced in 50 BPS on Wednesday. That would mean that you should expect a minimum, if history is any example, of 25 BPS and a high probability. You should expect 25 BPS on Wednesday, and you should expect a high probability of 50 BPS as of Wednesday due to where we are priced in as of today, Monday, September 16th. Oh, don't have to apologize. I'm not mad. I just feel bad. I had another guy, SB, ask me a question earlier, and I feel bad because I don't want you guys to miss these things. I really want you guys to get this information. I know that your money matters to you. Ligma stuff. You guys need this information. I realize that. It is very dangerous to get or to be positioned inappropriately or not know where the pitfalls are or the landmines or any of that kind of stuff. I'm not mad. If I sound mad, I think I'm speaking more like a dad. It's like if you're a good dad, you don't ever have to hit your kids. They just go, he's really disappointed right now. My whole world is shattered, and I'm like, I'm not disappointed. They're like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not disappointed. It's all in how you said it, Dad. You crushed my entire world. I just want you to be prepared. I think what it's doing. I swear, I'm betting this is. I was trying to think. I'm like, I've looked at everything. I even looked at my router this weekend. Looked at my internet traffic over the weekend. Looked at my internet. Like I've actually been keylogging all of my internet traffic. Keylogging it from the modem side into my house. Everything that's going on in my house. And I can't find where it's coming from. I figured that I was getting like Chinese bots or someone hated me. Everything looked normal, and then just now I just saw just like fit as soon as the stream went down, I had Dropbox running full steam in the background. So I think it's Dropbox. I'm betting it is. I'm betting it's Dropbox. Almost 100% sure. I mean, you got to be kidding me with Dropbox. And I just read something about Dropbox, and it said, it said, if you don't have enough bandwidth, it might stop other processes from working. I'm like, I got a gig, dog. Like this, and Microsoft's like, I got a bigger straw. Like, I got 4 gigs. I got an even bigger straw. I just looked it up, Nino. I can't see it, man. I just looked it up if I could schedule. I looked up schedule Dropbox, and it said no. It said Dropbox can't work unless it updates whenever it wants. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I would bet that the FBI uses Dropbox updates to get in your computer whenever the hell they feel like it. Yeah, how's Chase doing out there? Is he okay? If you're listening, Chase, I hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, I like laser jets. I I like laser jets if I did a lot of printing. I don't do a ton of printing. The brother printer that we have is gangster. The ink never goes dry. Uh, I never get forced to buy specific inks, colored inks. I can just run them until they run out. There's no constant updating. There's no constant communication. I literally have HP on right now, permanent on process in the background. Still, right now. I kid you not. Hold on here. I also have something kicking in right now. That's odd. I have efficiency mode kicking in on what in the I have efficiency mode. Whoop. Sorry about that. I have efficiency mode kicking in on Streamlabs. What? I need to disable efficiency mode. Oh, no. Settings, system performance. What? I'm over here doing a bunch. What? Efficiency? I can buy a new computer. I don't care. I need to liquid cool this thing. Oh, hell no. I need to get a liquid cooler like stat. I got to order one today. I need a liquid cooler. Settings and what? Efficiency mode. What do you mean efficiency mode? Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Settings, system. Where's system at? System. And then I need to do what? What about performance? Are you kidding me? Where's performance at? I don't know where that is. I got to look for it. System. No. I'm on efficiency mode? You gotta be kidding me. Where's performance? Is that because it's being run by who? What is this thing running? System components? Nope. Is it because NVIDIA is running it? Game mode settings. Graphics. Oh no, I gotta turn this off some way. Performance. Optimized based on power and performance, just appearance, device performance and health. What is that? No. I don't know where this is. Oh, you know this is going to be something sneaky. They're hiding this somewhere. They're hiding this. What is this called? Efficiency mode? What is this efficiency mode? Efficiency mode. You know they're hiding this shit somewhere. No results, huh? I bet there's no results. 100%. Let's try settings. System. Display sound notifications. Focus. Power and sleep mode, maybe? Could be in there. Sneak it in there? No. Nothing there. So, oh man. What? What? I'll turn it off. Are you gotta be kidding me? I gotta do this by program? You can't do this from the system level? You gotta be kidding me. I can't do this from the system level. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I gotta figure this out. I gotta dig around Windows 11. So Windows 11 is trying to run efficiency mode on Streamlabs. You know, this anticipating your stuff is crazy. We're like 5 minutes, right back with you guys. Yeah, I'm like, the problem with the Mac is Mac. I like Mac a lot, Andre, but it doesn't run everything smoothly that I use in the background. It's very walled gardeny, or it's too walled gardeny for what I do. I love Mac. All right, so let me give you guys a quick end of the day update on what to expect for tomorrow. It's 3:21 in the afternoon. I guess I'm working out. Hold on a second. Efficiency. I got to get rid of that, whatever that is. Trying to save my computer. I might as well just get a water cooler. I got to get a water cooler I got to order a water cooler tonight. Done. Or you know what? Maybe I just buy a fucking. Maybe I just go up in processor. Maybe I just get a new processor too, and maybe I just juice this bad boy between now and tomorrow. Okay, a couple things I got to go over. Expectations for tomorrow. Expectations for tomorrow. We've got tomorrow just a notes for you. Let me bring a few of these things up here. Get rid of that. Bring up an earnings calendar for tomorrow. Bring up the squawker. Come on now, bring that down. Come on over there. All right. I need to bring up the economic calendar. You need to launch the voice news squawker. Okay, can't bring up the news squawker. Launch the news voice squawker. So we got the MOC imbalance for the end of the day. Yeah, housing is a problem right now. Brainard talking about housing being a problem today. That is 100% true. I'm with that. If there was one major threat to our economy right now into next year, if there's one major threat, like literal threat to our economy right now, it is the natural housing cycle. 100%. 100%. It is a threat to our economy. 100%. I'm a little disappointed here. I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed here. I was hoping that we would get a couple things here. I want to talk to you guys about a few things here. So, let me just I want to talk to you guys closely about this here. I am, believe it or not, slightly disappointed here. The clock is running out for bulls. You have a little bit more time. I really, really am disappointed not hitting that all-time high. Let's go over to a 1 hour basis here. I'm really disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you here. I am that was just me bullshitting over here, or not bullshitting, but talking about the upside move. I want to explain that to you. So let's explain that. So let's go deeper into our conversation about call spreads. Now, it's not required, but I'm kind of like a you know, I like watching the robots work in the background. So I like to see I always like to see when the little robots are sneaking around, right? And they're like, tick, there's a high. Tick, there's a new high. We're coming back. Don't worry about it. No, you're not crashing. I always like to see that stuff. I always like to see, do we get the new high by a tick? Do we get the new low by a tick? I'm always watching those things because those are like excess, right? They're like putting the pain to you, the pain trade, and they're relaying some information to you further down the road. Not every time, but enough that I care about it. And just today, right? I like these little inefficiencies. You taught me about this too. Not taught me, but a lot about this and how much it matters. Is Jedi Marcus. Jedi Marcus is always out there, and he's always got these. He's got these Excel spreadsheets, and he's constantly looking at numbers we revisit, numbers that we break, numbers that we fail, and why they matter on an inside basis. So, let me get rid of that just because it's in the way. And we closed on Friday right here. Now, SPY's not the end-all, say-all. SPX. Sorry, bottom right-hand side of your screen. This is SPX. They didn't hit it either. Let's check ES really quick. I was like this, like paying attention to all three of these. And checking. let's take a peek at this one. Didn't quite get it there. Didn't quite get it there. And I'm always like, did you get the new high on Friday? And to be more specific, Friday. I'm always looking for like the prior high, and we're like looking at last Friday. Got a bunch of data coming out, a bunch of crap coming out. I'm always like, man, did we get it or did we not get it? There's some other information here, right? Hourly still heading higher. 4 hours still being bought. But let me explain how important not how important it is, but like for me, even into this close, I want to see that high, or not that high. I want to see that last tick, and I would be fine with us blooding, believe it or not, because I still know we're coming higher to trade the 565 and 570. So let me express this to you in a different way. So we know if we have some information, right? Bulls are running out of time. I would really like to start the week off with Monday today. I wanted it at 11:30 this morning, 1 in the afternoon this afternoon. And some more, and I'm still in a call spread right now, but I might need to get out of it. No, not need to, but we are scheduled to swing lower before we hit this 570 and 575. So I'd feel more comfortable in my call spread if we tick 163.04, like 1 penny. Because that would tell me that any move lower is not going to matter between now and Friday. We're still likely going to trade this into Friday. It's a high probability of it. By not ticking, just that little tick right there bothers me deeply. It really does. Like, I got a problem with it. So, I got this wrong, by the way. I got the wrong numbers here. That's supposed to be 565. That's supposed to be 570. We're not going to trade 575. That's the call wall up here. Now, we could, right? We could squeeze up there, right? That's like the juice up there. This is like the extra. This is like the call expansion to the upside on jubilation that's not priced in yet. So like none of this is priced in. This is when your calls go bananas. Right now the call wall is at 570. 575 is the top of the market right now. And 565 is where we trigger CTAs. Okay? You're not going to trigger CTAs without 50 BPS. I can assure you of that. We're not going to trigger it. But it would be nice to, like, right now, like, just tick up here, because it kind of tells us that we can go there, and we can go to 570. Right? We can go to 570. It is also possible, though, that we get up there or get up above 565, that we can trigger to go to 575. A little bit of extra cream on top. But we're not there yet. You guys tracking this. So I'm gonna draw this simply for you. Simply. I personally go to a 4-hour basis really quick, make sure I got this right. Right down there. There it is. That's green. So this is pretty simple, right? Basic, right? Fairly basic, right? I would feel most confident if we just tick up there. Personally. Ugh. to trade that. Make that a. Personally, would like just the new high. It'd be really nice to trade that. Because that actually opens the door to even higher, like up here. And then actually more highs later on. So that's what I want into the close today. I want this right now today. That's the optimum trade. Now this right here would be minimum. This right here would be like, boom, let's trigger some buyers and price in 50 BPS before we ever get to Wednesday. Woohoo! What I don't want to see into this close is a failure. We guess we can do it tomorrow, but I don't want to see it. Because that implies the way is down. This could actually trigger some major selling. That's not the bottom. We'll actually go lower. The thesis would change to that. So into this bell today at 4 p.m., I am looking for a minimum of a new high on Friday's high, and I would really like to see us trade 565.70. If we trade this 565.70 into the close today, I will actually close these call spreads, and I will look still down below for another call spread for Wednesday. Do you guys understand me? So today into this close, I want to see 563.03 at minimum. I would really like to see us trade even higher. A new all-time high today into the bell. That's what I want to see today. All-time highs into the bell today. Maybe when we wake up tomorrow morning. 9:30 in the morning, all-time highs. I got to see it. If I see it before we get to the rate decision, this is, if I see it before we get to the rate decision, I will sell up here and we'll come back and we'll talk about all this later. If it happens today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and they can actually get the CTAs in there, I might stay long. At any rate, you see this little back test over here? That's because that is this one right here. We should fail that. And that'll take us lower. So for right now, for where we are, what's going on in the market, for me, I'm positioned long for 563.03 and also 565.76. Right about there. I'll play that call spread by ear based upon if we trigger CTA buying and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about this down the road. What I don't want to see is any failure between today and tomorrow of that 563 and that 565.06. If we do, we could get this party started to the downside sooner than later. So that's where I'm at right now in the market. Does that make sense? That's the direction of the market. You guys want my expectations? There they are, right there. For tomorrow and Wednesday. If we don't remember though. Oh yeah, baby. We won't hit that unless we get. We won't hit that unless we get a call. Unless we get crate. Unless you make dealers chase, we ain't getting that. Nope. Nope. No. Stop it. Stop it. That's the extent. That's dealers chasing. To get this right here, you need to get that right there, you need dealers chasing more. This is CTAs chasing. This is dealers chasing only. 50 BPS, 75 BPS, some kind of nonsense like that. I'm in the trade to capture that, but I don't think it's happening. I don't guarantee that's going to happen. This is like a 0.5% chance. Not 0.5. It's probably 5% chance. This is a 30% chance. You know, this is probably, a 45, 60% chance, or excuse me, 70% chance up here, 45, 50% chance up there, and they just go lower and lower as we go higher. So there you go. You got my ramp. You got my expectations. Preliminary. The one thing I want to warn you of is the one thing I want to warn you of in this is what? This is all based on not failing new highs. So if you, God damn it. There we go. If you, good, get up there. Get up there. I hope that we front run this. I hope that we get up there and blast off. I hope that everybody chases. I hope that we're early. I hope all that stuff. These are preliminary expectations on where the market's heading to the upside. If you took call spreads with me earlier this afternoon, congratulations, you're making money. Again, another day of giving you a trade that prints for you. I love you out there. I love you, son and daughter. So you guys understand what I'm saying? So you want to be paying very close attention. Even though these are preliminary expectations, I want you to be focused at this point on do we get the 563.03 or 04, excuse me. Do we get the all-time high? If we don't, where are we going? If we get those all-time highs, we still have the door open to the upside to trade 565, 570, and possibly even 575. So pay close attention. Don't be like, hey, CaptainJimJames said this is going to happen, and we failed that one number. We went down, and you have to be able to make a plan, and you need to be able to manage your trade when we come into or areas of interest for resistance or support. Make sense? So do it. We have tomorrow retail sales, 8:30 in the morning. What did I tell you about retail sales? Should be good. Industrial production, month over month's at 9:15 a.m. You could see a ramp up and then a sell the news before we get to 9:30. Don't expect industrial production to be looking pretty. Do not expect it. Even if it is, don't expect it to be looking good. It needs industrial production. They are waiting for a rate cut. Now, does it matter in the grand scheme of things if it comes in negative? No, because we have rate decision coming out on the 17th and 18th. It will matter, though, if they don't cut rates. I assure you of something. this good news, good news, good news, bad news, bad news. They don't give you a rate cut, and you get a bad industrial production tomorrow. That shit will come back to haunt. This is all setting up for the Fed to cut rates. Also note that we have business inventories coming out at 10 a.m. That's another big one. What matters about business inventories is if we get a port strike or something like that, what do they have on hand? These businesses are trying to use all their old inventory to withstand port strikes and continued rate hikes, right? None of these companies want to sell you anything new. They want to sell you every last bit out of the warehouse until the rate hike cycle is over. That's how they make their money. I make 100 things, 100 pencils. The first bunch of pencils I sell, I make no money. The middle 2/3 of pencils, I begin to break even. I make all my profit on the last third of pencils I sell that are sitting in my warehouse, right? So you want to be checking, and they're trying to time this as well with free money to make more pencils, right? If I was a business guy and I was making pencils, what would I try to do? I'd try to get a cheap loan, right? Free money. I get my free money. I make a bunch of pencils, right, for the cheapest way possible. And I load up on those pencils, don't I? And then I sell those pencils, right? Get the first third sold, paying back that loan I took. Right, I'm upside down, telling my investors, don't worry, promise we're going to make money. Stick with me. Right, we go through the belly of selling pencils. I start paying off all these other fools out there. And then I get my last third of pencils, and the Fed comes in and tightens. And what do? I'm sorry, I can't do any more development. The Fed's tightening right now. Am I taking loans? Yeah. I just with interest on it. Yeah, I'm just not telling you. I'm paying the CEO pay. But that last third of those pencils, man, whoo! I got some of them for you in a high rate environment. Now I'm almost down to my last pencil. I got like one pencil left. Business inventories, and I'm like, ooh, that they better cut, man. I don't want to take any loans, high rates to make any more pencils. I'll just bankrupt this motherfucker. Oops, sorry. I'll just bankrupt this company and start over when they do break rates low. That's real. That's real shit. I got to take all these loans right now to pay me and the C-suite off. I need bonuses, baby. I just sold it to you, didn't I? Bill Ackman's out there. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you do it. I'm going to get the liquid nitrogen. Oh, really? I'm going to look at them tonight. I got it on my list. I'm going to get water cooler, nitrogen cooler, something. I'm getting a cooler. I'm going to figure out how to turn this efficiency bullshit off. And I might have to get a new graphics card. Maybe get something beefier. I got more RAM recently. Maybe I'll get more RAM. Maybe I'll just make it like a man, bear, pig or something. I'll make it the envy of every 14-year-old out there. It'll it could probably make this room like 1,000 degrees when I'm done with her. Yes, a new high. Yes, a new intraday high. You know what that means, right, boys? New intraday high at the end of the day. Where's David AMS? Can David tell everybody in the Discord what that means? What does a new intraday high at the end of the day mean? Anybody in the Discord? That's right. Yes, that's right. What does it want? Holy shit, all the way. What is that? All the way? Where in the hell did you get that? That's right. All the way. Where did you find that? You savage. What the hell is that all the way? Oh my God, all the way. Where the hell did you source that? Oh my God. I need to smoke some weed. Do you mind if I repost that? Oh God. Oh God. What the hell is I can't I'm not gonna repost it then. How many likes that? Only 114. Oh, that deserves way more. Way more. Way more pumps. Oh, it didn't come from. Did it come from who did it come from? Wait a minute. Did he steal it from him? Wait. Hold on. Did they steal it from each other? Did that really come from Ron? Did Ron Walker write that and then the other guy wrote it? I'm not sure. Talk to me here. Wait a minute. Did Ron you guys ready to get a print? You guys ready to get paid? You guys ready to make some money? You guys ready to give me a burr in the chat at some point, right? If you follow me on that trade. Time out here. It looked so wait a minute. All the way. Did Ron Walker make that first and then the other guy do it next? You got to be shitting me. These guys are fucking savages. Are you shitting me? Come on, do it. Do it. Oh, it's the same guy? Okay, all right. Should I steal it and put my name on it like I made this? That'd be the shit, right? Just be like, this is mine. Trade cop property, trade the trigger. Fucking piss everybody off. You saw it in Ron Walker. Yeah. It looks like it's Ron Walker's. I wonder if that's a Ron Walker drop account. No, it looks like it looks like the same chart, doesn't it? That'd make a great Twitter post. Just that all of it together would be great. Like, is this Ron Walker? Is it Ron Walker drop account? Is it who is this? I've watched Ron Walker. Like, I'll admit, I've watched Ron Walker. Ron Walker is like one of the older bear porn guys, right? He does a good job. He sells the doom. He's kind of benign though. He's a nice guy. He's not really an asshole or anything. He's a nice bear. I got no problem with Ron. Most of those bears are all nice guys. Like, I like Ron Walker. I like Market what was the guy? Maven of Wall Street or whatever his name is. Maverick of Wall Street. I like him. And I like the other guy too. I really like what's his name? The guy that the other guy that does the Jedi always shows his stuff. He's a nice guy too. I like you can't hate these guys. They're all good guys. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh.
There's only embers left, and what was a fire?
Say it again, Pointin' Figs. Say it again.
Don't know the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know.
PT1 hit.
We're getting low. We're getting down, we're getting low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Don't know the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low.
Take the hedge off, McGilligot.
We're getting down, we're getting low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Party all night, going to the dark skies. I'll party all night, I'll party all night, I'll party all night. You know when we're dancing, I'll party all Don't know the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love.
Never be on the wrong side of a trade.
We're getting
Trade the trigger, baby.
don't know the time.
Always before, never after.
Find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. We're getting down, we're getting low.
Woo! How them call spreads doing out there, boys and girls?
Till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my till my feet become. I'll keep going till my feet become blown.
You got my preliminary expectations.
I'll
from down there, right?
I'll keep going.
We took that one there. We stayed in long. We rode it all the way up, didn't we?
I'll keep going till my speaking calm low. I'll keep going till my speaking calm. I'll keep going till my speaking calm low. I'll keep going till my speaking calm low.
We gotta trigger them CTAs now, don't we?
Till my speaking calm low.
We got more room to run. Where's 465? Oh, look at that over there. What are you doing over there? Charles McElligot's out there. Tip. Dirty dog. Oh, would you rather be in call spreads or zero dates right now? Or you're like, I already closed, Cap. You already did it for me. I'm still long, by the way. Still long here. All right. Give me 565. Give me 565 by open. I will see you all tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. I want you to know. Hold on, let me turn this off. A couple things here. At a bare minimum. Get it? Bare minimum. At a bare minimum, I like that target there. That's good to see. Bulls are still alive to trade 565 right now. Also, any pullbacks should still go higher with that tag. On the close, we got a higher high from the Friday close. Bulls are alive still. What else I got to say to you guys? That's all I got. I'll see you all tomorrow. And you guys entered at the right time. Good job. You entered at the right place rather than get cut up with zero dates. You guys did very well today. Very impressed. We hit the target to the upside. If you wanted to take your money and run, you could do that. I'm still long if you want to know. That target is what I wanted to see minimum into the close today. We got it. Good to see. Congratulations, Bulls. You know that thing is now just begging to trade the next level above at 565. The door is open again. Once again to all-time highs. I will see you again tomorrow at 9.